What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Shiba Inu's price is down a good bit today, leaving a lot of SHIB investors wondering what in the world is going on and what can we expect next. And so today I intend on answering that question exactly, letting you know what I'm seeing, why I think this is all happening, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. And don't forget, my friends, if you do want to trade a little Bitcoin, Solana, SWI, and many more on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down below. Guys, if you specifically use my link down there, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means if you deposit, say, $4,000, let's just start there, you're going to get a $400 bonus back on the spot to start trading with. So you turn that $400 into $1,000, all that profit that you just made is completely yours, no strings attached. This is literally an opportunity to make free gains during the bull market on a great platform. So if you want to go check that out, again, I will link that down below for you, and I do think that you should definitely go give it a try. Now, in order for me to pretty confidently explain to you what is happening right now, I need to give you a bit of a recap of what we've been tracking so you can understand the context of what I'm saying today. So over the last few weeks, we have been tracking SHIB's breakout of this descending channel. I told you all when we broke out of this descending channel, like, hey, now that we've broken out of this is going to be what opens up the door for new all-time highs, in my opinion. It's not going to be easy, probably won't even be fast, but it could very well be on the way, so we need to track the breakout of this specific descending channel very closely. What we started to notice was that as we did start getting the breakout of that descending channel, Shiba Inu put in this inverse head and shoulders on these great back tests, giving us now a breakout target towards the upside, and everything started falling in place exactly as we hoped it would. We broke out of the structure, now we had a bullish structure giving us a breakout target to the top side, and now the game plan realistically is just make that move, right? Whatever it takes to clear these liquidity zones and start making our move towards a breakout zone. And that's exactly what SHIB's price has done. We got through this liquidity zone, this green box right here, broke above it, came back down and back tested it, creating the bullish pennant, used that bullish pennant to push upwards. And I mean, yeah, we're getting a bit of a rejection today, but all in all, SHIB has been moving beautifully, and it's getting extremely close to that breakout zone that we laid out when SHIB's price was way down here. And so now that we are, of course, seeing a bit of a pullback, what I want to zoom in on a little bit today is why is this pullback happening now? What does this mean in terms of our progress towards the breakout zone and what I'm doing as a result of it? And so with that said, let's kind of move a little bit forward and talk about what is going on right here and why this pullback is, rather important to pay attention to. Now, I will warn you, some of the things that we're going to go into are going to be a little bit complicated. So if you are somebody who's just rather new to this crypto space and you're just trying to get better at all this crypto stuff, or maybe you're on the other side of the spectrum, you're an advanced trader or technical analyst, but you are trying to add more tools to your toolbox, all that I ask specifically from you watching this video is that you just stick around until the end. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with the Discord server, where we're releasing so much stuff, guys, insights, courses, classes, live streams, workshops, all types of stuff that are it's literally generating our community even on days like today, red days, hundreds of percentages in gains. So if you want to be somebody who is taking your game just to the next level, no matter whether you're beginner or advanced, as I mentioned before, all that I ask from you specifically is that you just stick around until the end of the video. So now that you have a good understanding of what the goal is, right? The goal is to just get to the breakout zone. Let's talk about what is going on right here, because you'll really start to understand that it's not something to be stressed out about. I mean, you got to understand, first and foremost, when the rest of the market falls, Shiba Inu is going to fall. But secondly, one of the primary reasons why Shiba Inu's price is falling right now is because it's at one of the biggest points of resistance that it's ever going to face. If we go from the yearly high all the way down to the yearly low, and we draw in our golden Fibonacci zone, you can see exactly why Shiba Inu's price is falling right now. It is running into a major point of resistance. I mean, look at this. As soon as its price broke into the golden zone, it went all the way to the very top. And the moment, we're talking the moment that it hit the top side of this golden box, it started to get rejected back to the downside. And you got to think about it. The rest of the market's pulling back. And so in a moment when the rest of the market's pulling back, of course, the bulls are not going to have enough energy and momentum right now to clear this massive moment, this massive zone. If Shiba Inu's price is capable of breaking through this golden box, guys, it opens up the door to 6.8 and opens up the door to 11.3. I mean, we're talking about moves of 120%, 275% from Shiba Inu right now. So of course, knowing that the top side of this box is going to be the door to get up to those key levels, obviously in a time where the rest of the market's pulling back, Shiba Inu is going to get rejected off of this. That's normal. That means that all we need to see right now, quite frankly, is a strong enough support level held in order to push up here. What we want to see is let these indicators reset. Let these bulls rest a little bit. Let the market reset a little bit. Because when you're in a bull market, you're going to have great moments and you're going to have shitty moments. Quite frankly, that's what's going to happen. And in those shitty moments, you have to understand that the goal is to allow those bulls to reset, allow all of your indicators to calm back down, go back down to their neutral points, so that when the time is right and the bull market does continue, because they will almost always continue, it's a bull market, you're in a spot in which the prices can absolutely take off to the upside using that foundation and using that support that it's been building. And so what that means for a situation like this is let it. If Shiba Inu's price wants to get rejected right now because the market's pulling back and it's a major point of resistance, let it. If it wants to come all the way back down to this 2.6 level and retest this previous point of resistance on a macro sense for support, let it. Because quite frankly, I'm under the belief that whether it goes back towards a 2.6 level, whether it goes all the way back towards a 2.2 level, whether it goes all the way back to the 1.8 level, I don't care. Because I'm under the belief that Shiba Inu is going to do something like this or this or this, or whatever it may be. So however deep this pullback wants to go, let it go. Because quite frankly, the likelihood is that we're in a bull market. Shiba Inu's not hit all-time highs yet. It's sitting in its golden zone, and inevitably when it does break this golden zone, because it happens every single bull market, we're going to see Shiba Inu's price be in its perfect position to find the higher low and try to continue up towards some of these higher levels. And so this isn't the moment to be all freaked out and selling your entire Shiba Inu bag. It's actually quite the opposite. I would be more inclined to be doing some small purchases right now and do bigger and bigger purchases the lower that it may go, expecting that eventually the bulls will find that support, the bears will run out of energy, and that we will be able to see this market push upwards. And so overall, again, I know it can be a little freaky and it gets a little scary, like, oh shoot, the market's crashing, this isn't good, but you have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture here is that Shiba Inu's price is resetting. It's relaxing. I mean, let's look at some of these indicators real quick. Let's go down to the hourlies. 4-hour RSI. Boom. The 4-hour RSI is now at the lowest level that it's been since we were down here right before this move. So this little bitty move got the 4-hour RSI as low as it was right before we saw this big old push upwards in which Shiba Inu's price literally climbed 41%. The hourly RSI. The hourly RSI got to a lower level than it has been basically since all of December back in November. And where was it? A very similar point. Right back here, right before this move upwards. And again, does this guarantee that SHIB's just going to do this? No, absolutely not. But what it means is that as the price is pulling back, all of our indicators are resetting back to a base in which once we do start moving upwards, we got all the room in the upside to start moving. And so that's the reason why, to me, I'm more inclined to just be doing some small purchases right here, expecting that we can use that support, use this reset to then eventually make the move upwards. And so the whole point that I wanted to tell you today is that this isn't stressful. This isn't a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. We're seeing a cool down. We're seeing a pullback, sure, but this is the reset that is necessary for growth. In bull markets, you see this, then this, then this. In order to get this part, the up part, you need the down part, and we're just in the down part, so it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it there, but tomorrow I'm going to give you all of the key levels of support that I'm on the lookout for. I'm very likely going to accumulate a little bit of SHIB at each one of these key levels of support, expecting that one of them will push the price upwards. So just like we did with Solana for more of a macro sense, and we created these DCA zones, I'm going to create some DCA zones for Shiba Inu as well, so that you know exactly where I'm expecting the price to try to bounce at, and exactly where I'm going to be doing some small purchases, expecting that as we do that, we will eventually see those moves upwards. I mean, it's just like Sweet, right? Whenever we had Sweet, I laid out these different DCA zones. We did some buying, some buying, some buying, and the next thing you know, boom, this market moves upwards. This is what I am expecting from a macro sense with Shiba Inu, and so that's what I'm getting prepared for. So again, the whole purpose of today's video is to let you know this isn't something you should be stressing about. You need to be grateful for these pullbacks because they're what allow you to get sent into the top side. You know, I said it in my last video earlier about Jasmine. You have to think about the bull market as a slingshot. You're going to have these moments where you're going to have to pull back that slingshot and then boom, let it go. Pull it back, boom, let it go, boom, whatever. And you have to be grateful for this moment where you're getting pulled back because that's what allows you to be slingshot forward. And so with that in mind, that's what we're on the lookout for. And you can't be too stressed out about this. I know it sucks to see your portfolio go down, but you just got to toughen up a little bit because that's what's going to happen and you just have to get used to it. As much as it sucks, we all just have to get used to it. And so with that in mind, do be on the lookout for tomorrow's video again because I am going to show you where all of these DCA zones are because that's where the true magic can really start to happen as the price does start pulling back. So stay tuned for that. And of course, I'll continue to update you as it all does play out. Now, as I mentioned before, if you are somebody who is trying to just get better at this whole crypto thing, all that I want you to do is check out that Discord server down below. Now, in order to access the Discord server, you're going to need to go through Patreon. And guys, it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, either $17 a month or $5 a month. And when you do pay one of those, you're going to get access to things like Insights with Tyler, newsletter, which comes with my thoughts and insights and guidance about things, just some updates, some of the things that I'm buying and selling here and there, some of the changes I'm making to my portfolio. And feel free to pause at any point and read some of this stuff we post in there. You're going to get daily technical analysis on all of your favorite cryptos. You're going to get daily fundamental analysis on the broad market itself. I've hired 2 teams of professional traders who are giving you their buy and sell signals every single day that they're trading. And remember, these are professional trade teams, meaning that they eat if they trade good. Their livelihood is based on if they trade good, and they're giving you their buy and sell signals for you to learn from and use every single day. Today is the very first day of course, Crypto Vault Live, in which we are going to see Crypto Moses give you a 30-minute exclusive show talking about the market and what's happening. And this will be happening every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. There are premium classes on things like the Fibonacci's, the Bollinger Bands, bull market investing, live workshops with coaches. There's beginners courses on things like leverage trading, on things like technical analysis. Guys, these are 30-minute long courses with 20-page presentations and cheat sheets and vocabulary sheets and all types of stuff to help you take your game to the next level. There's tips with Tyler, in which these are just random little 2 to 3 minute long videos going over just random stuff that you guys ask me a lot of questions about. And then there's community gainers, which is where, of course, their absolutely fantastic community is posting gain after gain after gain. And that's because, guys, we are teaching value. We're giving real value, not this whole BS value you get in other places. Real value. The community is using this value to turn it into lessons and strategies, and using those strategies to implement it into their own investing journey. And that is generating gain after gain after gain. These are hundreds of percentages and gains every single day. So if you want to be somebody who is taking just that next step in this whole world of crypto, it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, and you can get it through the Patreon link down below. So head down there, go check it out, and please don't forget, I post 4, 5, 6, 7 sometimes videos here on the channel every single day. So if you do want to be a part of the journey, all that I ask, just smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and tune into the next video in a few hours because we got a bunch more coming today. So stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.